that conversation when we had when she still ended the game. She played 40 minutes and had 5 points.
Hit a clutch shot, if I'm not mistaken.
Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they still may.
I think.
So they still may try to give it to her then, just because. But I feel we're just going off of just numbers. And I do. There's one thing I can't.
That's what I wanted. I did want to ask you. Who was this? Who them winning this championship? Who do we really put more pressure on? The Milwaukee, the Timberwolves, or the New York Knicks?
Oh, because you know what's so crazy? No, nigga, I was. And you know what's so funny? Because when you say it's funny that you said that because when I seen the Justin Jefferson and Anthony Edwards interview, whatever the joint they just. I don't think it's all the way. I don't think it's out yet, but the clip. That's what it's for? No, I think that's for ESPN. Whatever it was, because
I thought it was a Slam magazine when Randy Moss and
no, that's an ESPN Jones. It's an ESPN. It's an ESPN Jones. Right. I think it come out on Tuesday. But anyway, I thought the same. It's funny that you said it because I literally thought the same thing. I'm like, damn, if the Lynx win the championship in Minnesota, I mean, well, before the day Minnesota was fucking 5-0. So I was kind of just like, damn, it's gonna be a lot of pressure on Anthony Edwards and them to kind of live up to the hype. But I think the Knicks gonna have more pressure on them anyway, just because they had a great season last year, and then you make the trade for Karl Anthony Towns, and
both of them made the trade. That's what I'm saying. Who would it be more pressure now?
Probably just the Knicks, just because it's
New York.
It's because it's New York. Just because it's just
they act that fool right now. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you nigga, and the Yankees I don't know nothing about baseball, but the Yankees is in the World Series. And the only reason why I know that just because I be on Twitter and I seen people talking about it. But yeah, shout out to the New York Liberty. They did end up winning. I'm mad. Damn, dog. I lost bread fucking with goddamn Lynx, though. I lost twice. I done lost damn near every time I bet with them this play. I mean, not the playoffs, but just in this finals, because even the last game I bet with them to win and they won, but then I had Nafisa Kalia for my parlay and she didn't hit. They ended up winning and she only had 14 points and I had her for 20. I'm just like, bro, that's the only thing I hate about parlays. I'd be like, bro, how do you win this game and you only got 14 points? And that is the tricky thing about betting with the WNBA, because I mean, that is a conversation that me and you was having where it's kind of like even look at it, the games the score is 67 to 62 is so crazy. Like, yeah, the scores do be extremely low. So it's just kind of you just don't. But still, like, even with a net, bro, you can't have 5 points. You can't have 5 points, and I get it. If you only got 67, but still, you can't have 5, though. Like, she would have had 10 tonight or 12 tonight. All right, cool. I can respect it because you still did hit that to them 2 big threes in the other game. That still be more respectable. But for you to sit here and say this the final, this game 5, the season on the line, and you only scored 5 points.
She wasn't hitting.
But that
because I want to say she was like 0 for 3 from threes or something like 0 for 6, something like that from the 3-pointer. She was shooting, she just wasn't hitting. Yeah, but that's so what's so crazy, and the reason why I did even just wanted to bring up just the numbers, because even the game before that they lost, Breanna Stewart, I believe they said she shot like 5 for 21. And the crazy thing is, because I follow people and they be talking about the WNBA, and I even follow people who be making videos and talking about it, and that was one of the conversations why people were saying who deserves to be Finals MVP. But that's why I'm not a fan of just a field goal percentage thing, because realistically, when you just looking at it, I'm watching that game 4. I never really paid attention to how bad she was shooting, because she was still doing other stuff. She was still getting rebounds. She was still, like I said, she was checking Nafisa Kalia, and I needed Nafisa Kalia to get 20. Nafisa Kalia only had 14. So it's kind of still just like, yeah, I get it. She's shooting. She 5 for 21. But when you still impacting the game in other ways, it's not as notable. It's not as noticeable when it's somebody like Sabrina Ionescu, where it's kind of like, nigga, her thing is shooting threes. So when you only score and you're not a defensive person, you're not a big rebounder or nothing, so it's kind of like, nigga, you ain't scoring, you kind of, I forget that you even on the court. Like, you're not really making no crazy impacts. But so that was one of my things where I just paid attention to, just like, and of course I know a reason why I thought about it. I'm like, damn, well, she 5 for 21. Niggas, if this was Angel Reese, niggas would have dragged it to hell. But because it's Breanna Stewart, nobody kind of like, I mean, because she's Stewie, nobody not going to really drag it like that. And like I said, she still made, to me, watching the game, I didn't realize that she shot that bad, because like I said, I'm still paying attention to her make other plays on the court. So to me, it's just not, that's why I'm never going to be a fan of just the field goal percentage thing, because I don't even necessarily know, like, when did that become a thing, because I just don't, like, if you were actually watching the games, and if it's somebody, even if you tied into the men's, like if it's somebody like LeBron, you don't realize that, because his game, he impact the game or something. But it depends on the shots, and it depends on what else you're doing on the floor. And that's the thing. I think that's more so where's the argument at. And you say why people do pay attention, because if it's somebody like a Russell Westbrook who, all right, you scored 40, but you took you 80 shots to get 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you was forcing it. So you do have, like I said, it's not as a problem, but you do see the difference. It's like, all right, well, damn, how many shots did you really take to get that?
But do you feel like you only notice it if you don't impact the game in other ways?
No, I still think you would.
Because if you pay, because let's just use like Nick shit. Even that game when we talk about how exciting that Warriors Lakers game was, I believe Steph Curry started that game off shooting bad early, but because the Warriors play at such a fast pace, you still don't really realize how many threes he missed already because they just take a lot of threes.
But that's why I say I think that's more so because even I remember that time when I told you when it was Dennis Scott when he was talking about how when he played as a team, we probably only get up three.
Yeah, of course. So that's what I'm saying. So I want to do it because even just think about it. I mean, if we kind of go back, we didn't never judge Allen Iverson off of how many shots he took.
Yes, they did.
I don't think so, though.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe just because because it's the internet now. Just to me, because of the internet, it seems like it just be way more louder than it normally be. Yeah. Like it
even with Kobe, they talked about how bad he, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he shot a lot. Like that's a thing that you would say, like, damn, he shot a lot to get those points. So that is a thing to say. That's why I say I get what your argument is just how we pointed out to just she's shooting bad. That's why she is who she is or whatever. I get because even I think Matt sent that clip when Drummond was saying how he missed shots on purpose
to get extra rebounds.
So that's what I'm saying. I just think it is all on the person for real.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, like I said, and I'm not, and I'm y'all. Of course, y'all know the same way niggas be Jay-Z offenders or you be LeBron lovers. Nigga, I'm going rock and roll for Angel Reese all the time. So I mean, I don't care. I know that just comes with the territory and why we just talking about her.
That outfit she had on? That was nasty.
I mean, but you got to think. I think that's what you got to think about it. That's the league she in, and that was the conversation that we was having before. I mean, before when I told you about that was they own both of them the owners of the league. So it's kind of. I mean, yeah, they own the league.
That's who jersey she had on.
Yeah, she had both of their jerseys on.
Oh, okay, I didn't see. I was just like,
oh, you thought she just couldn't pick a side? Fuck no, nigga.
That's it. No. Look to me, it just looked nasty. I'm like, why?
Yeah, so for people, for people don't know what we're talking about. Angel Reese she was courtside at the Liberty and Lynx game, and she was wearing it was a jersey. I don't even know. It was a jersey shirt. She got it made into a jersey. She had both of their jerseys made into a shirt, and it was a jersey. It was a Nafisa Collier jersey, and it was a Breanna Stewart jersey, and both of them owned the Unrivaled League. And the Unrivaled League, and the reason why I want to bring that up is because they have signed a major TV deal with TNT. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time, I'm sorry to Issa Rae, I never wanted to support HBO Max, but they got me. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I can watch the games on HBO Max where I don't have to be in the house and watch it on TNT, so I can watch it on HBO Max. Yeah. Oh yeah, then I'm getting on HBO Max. This would be the first time they got my money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Issa Rae, you should have got Angel Reese on one of your shows. Yeah, I would pay for.
That was. Yeah, because TNT,
they with them, but I just didn't know. I mean, because even on the thing, it showed it. So they will. I just so I can read it off and can be professional with it. I believe they have what is this? 45 games. I believe it's 45 games, and all of them will be. I believe. I just want to televised. Yeah, they all 45 games will be televised, and of course, a lot of people was making a big deal about it because they was like, "Damn, it's crazy that this." They got a better TV deal than the WNBA. And that was one of the reasons why, and we'll talk about the rest in a minute.
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised.
So for people who don't know what this is, it is called Unrivaled, and this is a women's 3-on-3 basketball league, and it will be a compressed full court. So they will still be playing full court, but the full court would just be a little bit smaller.
3-on-3?
Yeah, 3-on-3. And that's another reason for people who kept saying
full court 3-on-3.
I don't know. They do it on the jump on. Do they do that? The big three is half court. Yeah. I know that they do it on one of them leagues on TikTok. I want to say it's called Overtime. I think the Overtime League play full court. It will be the highest average salaries in women's professional sports history. I believe they're going to all be getting like 333. I seen it. I'm not necessarily know if that's what it is, but I think I seen it was going to be like 300,000 a year, 330,000 a year.
Per player?
Yeah, per player.
That's not bad.
Shit, nigga, that's great compared to the highest player in the WNBA get 220.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not bad. It's not hurting their pockets because if you really think of it, it's what, only 30 girls?
Yeah, it's only 30. Yeah, it's only 30 girls.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, and so so it's 30. So it's 30 players, and the season will start January 7th. And like I said, you can't watch it on. I mean, of course, if you already pay cable, you can watch it on TNT. But if you don't, and you got HBO Max, you can watch it on HBO Max. So that to me is tight, and I guess the reason why we can kind of lean that into the conversation because, of course, over the weekend, Angel Reese was on her Instagram live after the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and of course, I could talk about Tyra Banks in a second after that. So people were, so she was on Instagram Live, and I believe she was just, talking to people in the comment section or something. So some people was just asking her like, "Hey, where you stay at?" or whatever the case may be, and then she was kind of like jokingly saying, "Well, I stay in." She stayed somewhere downtown in Chicago, and I guess her rent was $8,000. And then
damn,
that I'm not gonna lie, the rent being $8,000 is a lot of money. But then
in Chicago,
yeah.
I would have. If you just said New York, all right, I believe you. But in Chicago,
but I think, I guess I know. Of course, let's be clear. It's people on Chicago because I believe the Shade Room, whatever those people who they have to do the conversation or talking for them on their John. I believe the girl Kiki or whatever the case may be. I believe she worked in Chicago on Chicago radio, and they was all kind of saying, "Damn, she could have got something for at least $4,000 cheaper." But one thing y'all got to remember: none of y'all as famous as Angel Reese. So I do kind of think realistically, for safety protocol, this is still Chicago. Like, let's not get it. This is still Chicago. So I don't just think for safety protocols, I don't necessarily know. To me, the common sense would probably, all right, if this is the safest, I don't know. I don't know where she live at or what's the real requirements for. Because to me, still, I'm talking about for the average person, I don't care. $8,000 a month is ridiculous. But still, and then people was kind of taking it where she was joking and sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, ha, I'm living above my means." And this is when I told y'all,
shit, that is.
No, it's nuts. It sounds crazy, but then again, of course, I seen some girl who tweeted out like all her endorsements, like she had a jump with Call of Duty, and that was again when I was one of the conversations when I was having. Me and you had it before when I said, when are we gonna have a real conversation about what if a lot of these companies kind of just finesse that Caitlyn fan base where it's like, hey, yeah, we gonna hurry up and sign her on these contracts, but they still haven't put no product out. And that was, and it kind of even go this kind of double in the conversations where we was having a conversation about Paige Becker. She's still in college. She played, and Juju Watkins, both of them still in college. Juju Watkins got one of the highest endorsements from Nike ever, and Paige already got a shoe that's coming out in December. Yeah, it's a PR, it's a PE shoe, but they still selling it for $190. And I seen people in the comments kind of mad, like, damn, how's she getting a shoe released before Caitlyn? I'm telling y'all, me personally, because I pay attention enough, I don't think no company believes in the product she can actually sell. Yeah, but can she sell a bunch of Indiana fever? Shit, ain't nothing going on in Indiana. Tell me something else in Indiana besides what the fuck the sports thing they got. Ain't nobody going to no fucking parties in Indiana. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Go watch that Netflix joint when them niggas was just talking about sitting here when they just played the NBA, just had the All-Star game in Indiana. Niggas like, dog, ain't not going nowhere. LeBron's like, I'm gonna be in a hotel with my wife and kids. I'm not going away. What the fuck is in Indiana? So let's not overdo what we're seeing. But do I think, why hasn't Nike sit here and dropped a shoe for her? Because guess who they already get? You have never seen nobody tell you, hey, we gave this person a big contract and never seen a shoe right after the big contract. That don't make sense. Who does that? Nobody does that. Nike don't do that. Unless Nike know, hey, guess what I cannot do? I probably, if I'm being honest with myself, this girl may not be able to sell no shoe.
But I think it would take it longer for them to.
For who? For why?
Name just got what?
Nigga, she know Sabrina too. She only been in the league 4 years.
Right. So it takes it. Right. She didn't get off her rookie.
But you got to think. But you got to think about it. But she probably didn't have that big deal there neither.
Right. But she was a big face of it. I feel like, me personally, I think if anything, it would be more so of a Kobe shoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if Kobe was right, if Kobe was living right now, that would be her signature shoe under Kobe.
Who?
Caitlin Clark.
But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying though. It's all of that still to me is not like, you can't tell me this person is supposed to be as big as life and not give them their own shoe. Why you got to put something under Kobe?
But because I feel like the design, the way the shoe company, like if you look at all the signature athletes that Nike do have right now, none of their shoes are really selling like that.
No, of course we had that conversation on here before. Of course,
something like that. So I wouldn't even jump out there. That's what I'm saying.
So listen to what I'm saying though. But that to me is you being scared, trying to give her a scapegoat so you don't want her to fail.
But I don't think it's giving her scapegoat. You're going to wait. You're going to wait the process out. I don't think nobody's just going to jump. Like I said, only person we know that a rookie year came out with LeBron, Carmelo.
Everybody, Carmelo.
And that's it for real. Like a signature shoe and KD.
KD and Kyrie.
Kyrie, I don't think of
course not first because he was. But as soon as LeBron came back, what LeBron came back his year 3, he had a shoe since LeBron came back.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think. I just think you gonna, and even especially like I said, even with the women's basketball, I think you're gonna kind of wait. You're gonna wait first. Because, like I said, you got to think about it. Sabrina right now.
Let's be clear. But this is what I'm saying. So that's my point of why I'm still going to stand on the firm. I don't believe that this girl can sell product the way they did. Because the reason why because the argument to me will be, well, why ain't nobody stopping with Angel Reese and they just keep boom, 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 product. Nobody ain't scared to put no product out of her. Nobody ain't dragging their feet with her.
But okay, and that's the difference. I can go off of Reese right now because right now Reese that's the thing. But Caitlin Clark, I still got some. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're praying that you got long-term route. But let's be clear, because after the rookie, so all I'm just saying is after the rookie year, and you can't keep comparing them two as rookies. Then what do you do? Because that's her school. That's her. That real. Let's keep it a buck. And we can be honest for a second. That's her storyline. Her storyline is compared like, okay, hey, well, at least she's better than Angel Reese. But now when you become into it you're coming in as a veteran player the next season, now you get compared to the rest of the veterans.
Right.
So now, what is going to be your storyline, and what's going to be the thing that's going to make people buy your shit now?
I think it's going to be her. I think it's her game now. So how she involved her game from, and just like I said with the whole Olympics break, how she kind of locked in and changed her, the way she was playing.
Of course, for sure.
So that's going to be your next what's name. Like, I think the comparison. That's what I said. We was just doing a comparison, but I feel like now it's time to develop your game. What can you do now? That was your first year. Now let's see what you do for your second year. Let's see.
Yeah, but I know. Listen, all I'm saying, all of that to me, it sounds great if you didn't already try to overhype the person. Because now I'm the nigga who looking on. I'm paying attention to. Damn, you ain't got no cereal. Well, Angel Reese about to have a cereal come out in November. I watch people on social media make videos all the time in the grocery store looking for it, and that's the only reason why I know it come out in November, because she didn't have to respond to people. I'm telling you, it's a difference between, and people try, and this is my only thing that blow me about just us in general, especially when we try to, and I hate, because I feel like men try to just belittle everything Angel Reese do. How many social media followers you have, it means everything to everything else besides when we compare Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark, or comparing how big Angel Reese is to the rest of the WNBA. That she is the only person, because when we talk about Taylor Swift, we talk about Beyonce, we talk about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, whoever else, LeBron James, we always compare how many followers they got. Because when people mention LeBron James, niggas be like, oh, LeBron James don't need the NBA because LeBron James got more followers than the NBA. Niggas say that all the time.
And you saying that, I meant to send you that clip, because I think Gilbert said something about Bronny, how he was saying he's not an athlete, but you can influence.
Of course, you got more influence for sure. Of course,
he put it down. I think he was saying that Bronny got more followers than Patrick Mahomes right now. He was like he's an influence. That's why the Lakers would try to keep or try to brand off of him.
Of course, and sell the jerseys. Of course, for sure. But that's my whole point. But remember, me and you had this conversation before when we was even talking about LaMelo Ball years ago, because and that was the conversation me and you we had literally again about followers. And I was like, bro, any team's going to geek to make LaMelo Ball a franchise player again, because guess what we talking about? We talking about rookies. He didn't have a shoe since he been a rookie.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Certain people you can gravitate to, and I can just keep, like, if you under that brand. But that's why I say I just feel like with Nike, I don't think Nike's just going to jump out there. Like I said, I don't think
even looking with Victor. They ain't wait too long with Victor.
Who?
Wembyamba. He got his own shoe coming next season. He coming into this season, he got his own shit.
Right, so it's the second year coming in. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see it just pressing out right now. I wouldn't have pressed out right now. I would have waited. So let's say next year, her second year now. Okay, here goes.
But listen, I'm saying. But just all I'm just sitting here saying is, realistically, let's just sit here and say, if she take the route of what everybody's saying and say she stay low key, she don't go nowhere. How does her brand come back impactful 8 months from now? What is she going to do for the next 8 months? Because guess what? Let's be and I hate.
I think you more so focus on your game though. That's what I'm trying to say.
I hear what you're saying, but Marcus, let's be honest. How many? Because you even said this a million times. The WNBA ain't for niggas sitting here running to go. So out of sight, out of mind. So for you talking about coming back in 8 months, niggas is not going to have that same excitement 8 months for year 2 of her. If we listen, come on, we had to keep it a buck now. Like, we can't sit here and change niggas is going to be waiting 8 months to see this girl.
But that's why I say. But when you look at the landscape of the WNBA, there's nobody. Even the other players, they're not doing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hear what you're saying. But that's why I say Reese is doing what she got to do, because she got to be on the hustle. I just feel like nobody else. Like, we don't really pay attention to other WNBA players. Like,
no, because listen, I'm listening to it. Go ahead, finish what you're saying, because I agree with what you're saying.
We don't pay them no mind. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, Angel Reese is doing the right thing. You get into the money, you get into that bag. But other people might be focused more so on, I want to craft my game next year. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to better play it. You know what I'm saying?
But then my whole thing to all of that still would be is, realistically, how important is that? You can have the best. You can have the greatest game on planet Earth, but if you still cannot impact people to, and this is another thing when people got mad about her saying, oh, for $8,000 a month, you can sit here and go buy a house, dog. I would tell all of y'all, just Google any WNBA player. Matter of fact, the finals is just here. This is not Breanna Stewart's first team. This is her second team. She played for Seattle. She done won 2 championships for Seattle. She plays for the New York Liberty. Now, who the hell is imagine if she was in her 20s and would have bought a house and the crazy thing is that the difference is for all of them is they go play overseas. So why would I buy a house anywhere?
That's why I was saying that was crazy for you paying $8,000 for something that you ain't even gonna be in it that much.
But we don't know how long her lease can be because maybe I hope she's not gonna sit here and go rent somewhere and then you got to go live in Miami for January to March or however long that season is. So I mean, I don't necessarily know. Like I said, that was just her on Instagram Live and people took it out. But my even thing of it is, though, it got so big, it literally was CNN made it a headline on the CNN joint. I took a screenshot just so I can show you this joint. Like I'm like, bro, this is CNN. Why do y'all give a fuck about this girl? How much she paid for rent? And for people think I'm sicing it, this is literally a CNN joint. And she literally on the headline of CNN, how much she sit here and say she paid for rent, like bro, on her Instagram Live. But that's my point. I'm cool with them doing it because it just makes my point of what I said last week, bro. That's the female. Y'all looking for who the next LeBron James is. I don't care how you want to dress it. I'm not talking about skill level. I'm talking about just off of popularity alone and influence and impact on the culture. Yeah, Angel Reese is your LeBron James. That's it. You can go argue with your mother or a wall. You won't get that. You ain't getting it from nobody else. I hate to tell you that. It's no other way to dress it up. Because show me another player that you care this much about, that you swear to God you don't care that much about. There's no way in hell that CNN made a headline about this girl saying something on her Instagram Live about what she paid for her rent. This is CNN. We supposed to get ready to go vote in 3 weeks. You're about to go vote in 3 weeks and y'all got time to sit here and pause from Trump versus Harris to sit here and tell me about Angel Reese's rent? What the, like, nigga, that screams to me LeBron James. That's it. That's all. You can lie to yourself and say whatever you want, dog. I'm just telling you the God honest truth. You can dress it up whatever you want. It ain't nothing else. Because guess what? Even when we go back to the Ball brothers and tying it back into the clock thing of why you don't sell no product, nobody don't want to get in bed with you and really like, hey, let's try a product with you. Shit, look at LaMelo Ball and Alonzo Ball when they first came out. Their father wouldn't even let them sell no shoes. Think about how many people was mad that they ordered them Baller brands. Them shit was $500. $500 for some Baller brand slides. Did we forget about that? That's only, listen to what I'm saying. And I'm not mad at people for y'all buying into some people are gullible. If the news media tell you something enough over and over, and they keep telling you, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Same thing when I tell y'all about football quarterbacks. Go look at all the 1 and 4 quarterbacks. Why they don't talk about it? You know why? Because all on white. That's all I'm saying, dog. I hear y'all, and you can argue and sit here and say, oh, Mike, I don't care. I don't fuck with snow bunnies, no shape or form. I don't care. Feel how you want. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I've been telling y'all this all year long. Tell me why they don't talk about you. It's one dog. Think about how hard they go on Dak Prescott. They be crucifying, and I'm gonna play that clip of Jerry Jones telling the nigga he was gonna fire him for asking him a question. But think about how hard they go on Dak. Think about how hard they go on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, hey, nigga, this nigga, dog, the way they playing right now, they don't look like they're gonna lose another game. Knock on wood. But let's keep it a big. They don't tell you about the 1-1 teams. Nigga, it was just literally, they was in London playing today. It was Jacksonville versus who did Jacksonville play? Who? New England. With the battle of the bum white quarterbacks. Both of them, they was all 1-4, 1-5 before the game started today. Man, one of them, of course, had to win. But they ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about how bad these two teams is. The first thing they talk about in New England, oh, you think the coach gonna get fired? Why the coach gonna get fired? He just got there, but who's talking about the bum-ass quarterbacks? Why Jacksonville ain't talking about bitching Trevor Lawrence? But like I said, that's my whole thing is if you don't pay attention to this stuff enough and you kind of just take it at face value and allow ESPN to tell you what you're supposed to believe and you don't want to do no homework on your own, then you're going to believe that. But all I would ask you for, especially for everybody else who ride all, and niggas was mad. Like, I go on that. If you got time and you just want to look how upset people was, niggas is mad in the comment section saying, oh, you don't think the evaluation would have been more if they got Caitlin Clark? They didn't need her, dog. And they just proved the point. Their salaries on their program, and they got more television. All these games will be televised. And what's the date on these jumps? Because that shit is important too. What's the what they say these games? I want to say because they gave the date that these games are going to be played on. I want to say they're going to be played on. I think it was Monday. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I believe it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It got
did get it.
Huh? She got it? Yeah, she should have. Shout out to Jonquel Jones. For Jonquel Jones did get the finals MVP because she deserved it. Like, Breanna Stewart had too many games where it kind of was just like, yeah, but I feel like we kind of just did a WNBA deep dive.